Hello, Commanders and YouTubers alike. This is Firebot13, and welcome to ED Reviews, where I review some of the ships and weapons of Elite Dangerous. In this episode, we'll be reviewing the Keelback. A little bit of combat in the Taipan fighter. You see right here, it's pretty good. Keelback is, I'd say mid-range. Kind of 3 million to buy from the shipyard. Going to be comparing it with the Scout, the Diamondback Explorer, the Vulture, and the Asp Explorer. I say the Asp Explorer, I mean the Asp Scout. Yeah, both of those. Anyways, as you can see, the Keelback is able to deploy and receive fighters, which is one of the appeasing. It's one of the smallest ship and the cheapest ship to be able to launch fighters, which adds to some of the appeal to buy the Keelback. But how is it in combat? I'm going to be talking first about the combat capabilities of the Keelback and comparing them to the other ships. With the beta of 2.2.03, the Keelback does have a maneuverability of 2, which is considerably less than most of the other ships, of all the ships that I am comparing it to. Most of them have 4, Vultures, maneuverability of 5, and whatnot. I personally like to field 2 small beam lasers and missile racks. During the beta, I have tried out the
one bad guy. Enemy wiped out.
what do you call them again? Pack-out launchers. As you can see, not too good because they just cook the Keelback like crazy. Keelback would need to be engineered, specifically tailored to gain that heat, be able to handle the heat load that the backhounds bring with their use. I find with flying the Keelback, it's pretty good. It's surprisingly maneuverable for a maneuverability of 2. Not too sure how much of
Copy that, Commander.
doesn't seem to have any kind of slide to it. So I guess it's a little sluggish, but I'm used to flying big ships, so I don't really notice as sluggish. It's still a pretty good ship. It's just not. It's not. It's an okay combat ship. The built-in launcher fighter really makes it worthwhile for combat. If you're gonna go combat, take a fighter with you. Doesn't matter what your loadout is, it's always good to have a fighter when combat with the Keelback. It takes a little bit of pressure off the Keelback because the shields are not that great compared to some of the other ships. Its hull is, it's got stronger hull than its shields, so it can hull tank kind of okay, kind of not. It's still pretty weak as far as defenses are concerned. What else is there? Comes with the 2 medium and 2 small hardpoints and 3 utility mounts. Compared that, the Asp Scout actually is pretty much kind of like Asp version of the Cobra. So the Keelback is a little bit more defensive options than the Asp Scout has. And it has pretty much the same kind of firepower. Though the Asp Scout, I believe, has a better power distribution than the Keelback does. Keelback has a size class 3. The Asp Scout has a class 4. Same with the Diamondback Explorer. Can't remember what the Vulture does. I think the Vulture has something similar or better. Same with the Asp Explorer, I believe. Uh, what else is there? Compared to compared to its firepower, it's got pretty much similar firepower to the Ask Scout. Though the Ask Scout can probably handle the medium beams or medium NG weapons better than the Keelback can, and
The ship's taking a
possibly
beating.
even the
Not sure how much more of this I'll be able to handle.
what do you call it, the Asp Explorer. With its 4 smalls and 2 mediums, definitely has more firepower than the Keelback as well. Uh, Diamondback Explorer is actually a little bit cheaper than the Keelback, so if you're looking for a combat ship or an all-around kind of gets you around combat, the Diamondback Explorer is pretty good for combat. Uh, it's got doesn't have Diamondback Explorer actually does not have as good as shields as the Keelback, so it's more maneuverable. It's got more firepower. It doesn't have the shields. Its hull is a little bit more weaker too. So the Keelback is actually a little bit better than the Diamondback Explorer, even though the Diamondback Explorer does have better weapons, with 1 large and 2 mediums. Uh, the Vulture, of course, well, the Vulture is definitely, you know, the combat ship out of all of these ones, because that's exactly what it's for, combat. With those 2 large hard points. I believe it has 4 utility mounts. Yeah, the Vulture is. The Keelback does not compare in combat to the Vulture. The Vulture will always be go-to ship for when you can afford it. But if you're looking to get the if you're wanting a ship launch fighter and and you don't have the money, if you don't have the credits to get if you don't have the credits or the rank to get a fellow dropship, no, not the dropship, but the gunship. I'm sorry, the gunship. Then the Keelback is the more better and cheaper option. Now, for combat, I will have to. What else can I say? Speed. The Keelback has actually pretty good speed. It's about average speed. Uh, Definitely won't be able to outrun anything like Cobra or actually most of these ships actually. Oh, might be able to actually outrun some of them. Might be able to take on the Vulture, but it seems the Vulture may have gotten a speed boost recently because it seems to be pretty fast in the beta. And yeah, you've been seeing I had missiles on the Keelback. There, it seems like the missiles are a pretty good match for the Keelback. I mean, what you want to do with the Keelback is missiles are pretty good for taking out hard points.
Fighter is clear of
You
the
know,
mothership.
and the only thing you got to worry about, as you saw like earlier with that Diamondback Explorer that I went off against, point defense lasers will counter the missiles pretty much every time unless you get them up close or hit them in the right angle. If you're trying to hit the high points on the same side, then you got problems. So, for combat ship, I have to give the Keelback a 3.5 out of 5. I give it a 0.5 because of the, the ship allowance fighter, of course. With with kind of weak, not too strong of hull, not too strong of shields. It's not really a go-to combat ship. If you're looking for a pure combat ship, and you're not too fussy about having a fighter at this around if you have to fuss around having a fighter and stuff, then definitely save up for that extra million or so and get the Vulture. But if you want to ship launch fighter, then Keelback is your ship for the cheap price until you can afford a more one of the bigger ships, or if you're going down the Federation ranks, Federal gunship. But still, it's a fun ship. It kind of a big block, but it is definitely a fun ship. So we're going to take a look at everything else, like exploration, trading, mining, and all that.
Hangar is secure, Commander.
Okay, as you can see here, this is my loadout for my Keelback. I've already talked about the weapons, utilities. I got core military grades, and this is the power distributor. I've got 2A sensors because apparently during the 2.2.03 beta, the gimbaled weapons have a little bit of a nerf as to the firing arc. But sensors, I believe, are supposed to be able to help with that. Now, for a trading ship, the Keelback has a lot of good internals. Got like 2 class 5, a class 4, and a class 3, and 2 class 2s for trading. Probably might be able to move a shield generator down to class 2, but probably better off taking a class 3 shield generator. Free up that class 4, and so you'll be able to haul a little bit more. It makes for a pretty good trader. It doesn't haul as much as Type 6, but it definitely hauls more than Asp Scout and Diamondback Explorer. Hauls pretty much almost the same. Might be around 70. Depends on. Yeah, could probably boost it up to 80 if you sacrifice shields, but I think the Asp Explorer can haul just slightly more than the Keelback as far as cargo is concerned. So with that, I would give the Keelback 4 out of 5 for a trading ship, which is pretty good. Quite like it for trading. Well, I don't do much trading. Just missions. But alongside with the trader is mining. As for a mining vessel, the Keelback is excellent for mining. 2 mediums, 2 smalls, and all the extra cargo slots that has. You can do pretty good mining. Wouldn't mind seeing extra class 5, but with a class 4 optional internal, you can have a 4A 10 slot refinery in there. I always like having that kind of a refinery for mining, because you got a lot of slots, and you don't have to do very much micromanage. Some people want to go for smaller, but even if you're just going for specific ores, you can pick up extra stuff, so you can constantly emptying it. But with a class 4, you don't have to do that very much at all. So for a mining ship, I would give the Keelback a 5 out of 5. It's an excellent mining ship for its size and cost. For exploration, for a combat ship right now, you can see that I've got a 17.55 light year jump range. I could probably increase that, probably get into the 20s if I strip this down, maybe 25s. On average, it's not too sure how it doesn't have the jump range to compete with the Diamondback Explorer, the Asp Explorer, or the Asp Scout for that matter. The Asp Scout has a surprisingly okay jump range as well. The Asp Scout actually seems to, for a combat ship, slightly has a little bit better jump range than the Keelback. But the Keelback definitely doesn't compare to the Diamondback Explorer or the Asp Explorer. So that regards, I would give the Keelback a 3 out of 5. It's kind of average, but definitely go with the Diamondback Explorer. It's cheaper. It gets you out there exploring. It's got a better jump range, far better jump range. Now for pirating, for all you pirates out there, the Keelback makes an excellent pirate ship. You put. It's not going to scoop up very fast. I mean, if you keep the fighter bay in there, you're probably going to be a little bit limited with your limpets because you don't want to take up that other class 5 slot. You could take out the hangar for extra 3 limpets, so you can scoop up that loot very quickly. The Asp Explorer would make a little bit better pirating ship, I think. Just trying to think about its internals. Yeah, it actually would. It's got more threes than the Keelback, so it will still have the good cargo capacity to be able to really scoop up that loot and get out of there quickly. Diamondback Explorer, Asp Scout would make okay pirating ships, but they just don't have the cargo capacity. Neither does the Vulture, or the amount of internal slots for pirating. They wouldn't be too bad at it, but definitely the Keelback and the Asp Explorer is the better deal. I think the Asp Explorer might be just slightly better than a pirate ship than the Keelback for this price range, like 1 to 6 million. So I give the Keelback 4.5 out of 5 for pirating. What the heck is X for? Oh, right, passenger ship. Doing passenger missions. Yeah, it's got okay jump range. Doesn't have. The jump range is definitely essential. Same thing with the exploration ships. You can carry a lot of passengers, which is good, so that bumps it up. But it's kind of hard to say. I haven't done passenger with this very much, and compared it with the other. When it comes to the internals, how many passengers you want to take at a time, unless you just like grabbing one first class and then just filling it up with one mission stuff. Depends on how many missions you want to do at a time. If you only can do one mission at a time, Diamondback Explorer make a better passenger ship than the Keelback. We'd be going for volume, doing multiple missions at a time, and the Keelback would be better. So I have to give the Keelback pretty much a 4 out of 5 for being a passenger ship, just because it's got the internals to be able to carry more passengers. A few of the ships here. So this is the Keelback. It's a pretty good ship, pretty fun ship. I do like it. It's definitely worth the getting, especially, mainly for that ability to launch fighters. So an average, as far as average ship is concerned, I would give the Keelback a solid 4 out of 5. average all-around ship. Pretty good for anything that requires a lot of modules like piracy, trading, mining, and passengers. Jump range isn't bad, and it makes a fair combat ship. Even though it doesn't have as good defenses as we're like. Engineer this thing up, and it would be a total beast for the price range of 3 million credits up to you probably spend around 26 million for a fully laid out keelback, which is actually pretty good. So in that ballpark, along the Asp Scout, Diamondback Explorer, it's definitely worth getting. It's a good avid ship. Anyways, I'd like to do a shout out for a shout out for a family that in my town. A few weeks ago, they experienced a house fire, and their entire house burned down, and they lost their 2-year-old son, the other son, and dad in the hospital. I think they're still in the hospital right now with some severe burns to the bodies. They pretty much lost everything. They have a GoFundMe account. I will link it in the descriptions for anybody who might want to donate and help them out. I believe the target is $5,000. Yeah, $5,000 to buy clothes and probably buy clothes and furnitures and whatever else they need, probably food, so they can get back on their feet when they get back. Not very good at that. Yes, they really need the help. I'll link the site in the descriptions for anybody who might want to help them out. Anyways, this is 5x13 signing off. Take care, fly safe, and we will see you next time.